Here's how I manage eating 2,000 calories on a holiday weekend. So it is Easter Sunday. I ended up getting up super early, basically just trying to fit my workout into the day. So I was up at 6:30 and at the gym at 7. Kind of nice because there was nobody there. Had an awesome arm workout. Really just the best way for me to actually be able to get to the gym today. If I didn't do it, then I probably wouldn't have gone at all today. Just knowing myself. So one thing I didn't do that I normally would do is I didn't do any cardio. And that's mainly because I just didn't really have the time, but also I knew that later I was gonna go swimming and kind of being more active today than normal. So I felt like it wasn't as necessary. Not something I'm gonna make a habit of, but I'm just happy I at least went to the gym and got a good lift in. All right, what's up guys? We are 22 weeks out right now. Just finished an arm workout. Pump is max right now. Still feeling fluffy. Right away though. Today I weighed in more at 177.5. That's a little bit lower than before, but not too much lower. I kind of decided to make my calories a little bit higher, and we're gonna really taper as we get closer and closer to show day. So the fat loss is gonna be a little bit slower, but it'll definitely help stick to things. And now I'm gonna go have meal number 1. I am having an omelet actually. So this is a 7-egg omelet made up of 2 whole eggs and 5 egg whites. And I added in 52 grams of turkey and a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Just decided to make an omelet, so I could have made my eggs scrambled, I could have made it something else, but I just decided to make it into an omelet. Calories for this, it is only 330 calories, 50 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat, and 1 gram of carbs. Perfect way to start out my day, especially when I'm not exactly sure what I'm having for lunch. So kind of just having this as a good amount of protein in for the day, and it's gonna keep me full for a good amount of the day. For like a second. Decided to get a shot of espresso, and now we're just kind of chilling by the lake. It's a beautiful day. So we are on our way to my parents' house to celebrate Easter. They live about an hour away, so every single drive that I like to go on that's around that length in time, I always have to have an energy drink. So 10 calories in. It is 3:30 right now. We are finally leaving the Easter celebration. So a couple of things I did today is I ended up eating breakfast right before leaving and going over there, just so I was nice and full, not real hungry. That way I wasn't real tempted to snack on anything. So did that, and then right when we got there, I'd say a little bit in, then I ended up having a salad and then wanted to have some chicken and potatoes, kind of filling up on some of that stuff. And then I ended up kind of snacking here and there, but nothing too big. So for kind of planning out my day, what I did, especially on a day like today where you don't exactly know what you're gonna be eating, one, I try to plan as much as possible. I planned out my breakfast and dinner for the most part, making sure that I got enough protein in, which is why you saw the 7 eggs. I added an extra egg white there just to get my protein in, mainly because I knew that I'd be snacking a little bit. And I knew that whenever you're kind of snacking, most of those foods are more carb-based, more rare to actually get a good amount of protein at events like that, little parties, little get-togethers. And then for dinner, I made sure that I was gonna have 10.5 ounces of chicken, basically just making sure that I wouldn't be hungry later in the day. So basically I gave myself, since today's a 2,000 calorie day, I had about 700 to 800 calories worth of food, and that was just from when I arrived to when I left, basically lunch and snacks for the most part, which I think was honestly the perfect amount. I think that kind of gave me the ability to just kind of relax, have fun, snack here and there, but making smart decisions, having some meals beforehand so my snacking wasn't too crazy. that kind of shows you prepping is the way to stay to the diet. Alright guys, so I actually had a decently late dinner. Ended up eating around 7:30. Mainly just had a bunch of snacks kind of around lunchtime. I stopped eating probably around 3:30. I had a good amount of time before I felt hungry. So for dinner, I ended up having 9 ounces of chicken. Made it into open-faced chicken sandwiches. And I tried something a little new, and I just mixed up the chicken with the barbecue sauce. It's really good. So I ended up having the 9 ounces of chicken onto 3 sandwiches. So the calories for that, it was 571 calories, 93 grams of protein, 14 grams of fat, 47 grams of carbs. Now today was a little different for me. I didn't exactly track all of my macros. I mainly just tracked calories and protein. And even that, it's a little more loose today, mainly because there is more snacking involved. So I kind of did something a little different. If you take out my breakfast, my dinner, and my snack that I put in there, I had 974 calories for snacking and dinner. So I know for a fact I didn't go over that. We'll just go over how much protein I actually did consume. Looking at it, I know I definitely hit my protein goals for the day. So I had 145 grams of protein for today. That is without adding in anything that I snacked on, and I did have chicken. I had 2 huge things of chicken, so I'm pretty sure I was over 200 actually probably for today. So that was my full day of eating on a holiday, kind of how I manage going about my eating for the day. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My next video will be on workout splits.